Mastering family schedules without completely burning out, man, it's something that touches the hearts and, honestly, the exhaustion levels of so many of us. So today, we're going through an explainer of a highly effective real-world approach to managing a busy household. It's all about doing it with warmth and, efficiency. Let's just dive right in. As working parents, juggling a full-time job, active kids, and your own personal goals can often feel like running a marathon with no finish line. The sheer exhaustion is real, and if you're feeling it, your struggle is completely valid. But we really have to ask ourselves, is it actually possible to have it all under control? Today, we're going to look at a real-world blueprint from a working mother who has figured out a system that genuinely works, proving that peace and organization absolutely are within reach. To ground our analysis, let's introduce the subject of our walkthrough. This isn't some theoretical, perfect world exercise. We are looking at a dynamic, highly busy household of 5 people. That's a mother, her husband, and their 3 active kids, 2 boys and 1 girl. This mom successfully balances full-time work, her own university studies, and an incredibly intense sports schedule for the kids. And this brilliantly illustrates that with the right framework, even a large, super active family can operate beautifully. So, here's our roadmap for today. First, the time challenge. Second, delegating responsibilities at home. Third, family teamwork. Fourth, optimizing personal time. And finally, the secret to success. Okay, section 1, the time challenge. Before looking at any solutions, we really need to set the scene here. This mom faces a massive volume of daily commitments. 10.5 hours. That is the time she dedicates to a super demanding work schedule every single day, Monday through Friday, from 7:30 in the morning until 6 p.m. So the crucial point here is that maintaining family equilibrium doesn't actually mean you have to quit your job or somehow magically manufacture a 30-hour day, right? It's really about how strategically you manage the time outside of those 10.5 hours. Moving on to section 2, delegating responsibilities at home. Setting up a successful day actually kicks off first thing in the morning, way before the kids even wake up around 8 a.m. during their summer break. She proactively empowers her kids. Before she even leaves for work, she coordinates breakfast and leaves specific tasks for them. They're responsible for age-appropriate chores, things like making their own beds and folding their laundry. And her 13-year-old daughter really steps up, helping with cleaning the house and organizing the kitchen. It's such a beautiful lesson, honestly. The home is a shared space, so maintaining it is absolutely a shared duty. But, even with the kids pitching in, she definitely knows her own limits. The family actually relies on the daily support of a hired helper specifically to prepare their lunch. And this is such an important takeaway. Effective delegation extends well beyond your immediate family unit. If you have the means, outsourcing a specific, time-consuming task, like cooking that midday meal, can literally take a massive weight off your shoulders. All right, section 3. Family teamwork. So we've conquered the morning and the household chores, but what happens when the kids need to be in 3 different places at once? Mapping out this afternoon logistics web really puts the scale of things into perspective. Check this out. The 13-year-old daughter has swimming from 10 to 12 and then basketball later from 4 to 6 p.m. Meanwhile, the 2 boys, they have soccer training from 6 to 8 p.m. It is a wildly complex web of activities that requires some serious coordination. If one parent tried to manage all of this alone while working full-time, the whole system would just completely collapse. And this slide brilliantly illustrates the fix, the 6 p.m. shift handover. At exactly 6 p.m., when the mom finishes her workday, she goes straight to pick up her daughter from basketball. And at that exact same time, her husband takes over, driving the two boys to their soccer practice. This precise division of labor completely prevents those awful scheduling bottlenecks. It's just pure partnership in action. That brings us to section 4, optimizing personal time. Okay, so the kids are sorted, the house is tidy, the workday is done. But what about the parents themselves? We all know it's incredibly easy to lose your own identity in all this family logistics, but this mother brilliantly protects her balance. First, for her physical health, she fiercely protects her time going for walks with her daughter. It's not just great for staying active, it actually gives them a dedicated, quiet space to really bond. Second, for her intellectual growth, she's actively taking university classes. She's investing in her own mind, proving that your personal ambitions absolutely do not have to vanish just because you're running a busy household. Now, you might be wondering, when on earth does she actually have time to sit down for university classes? Well, look at this incredible habit stacking technique. Step 1, she puts on her headphones to listen to her university lecture. Step 2, she prepares the family dinner. She is listening and learning right while she cooks the evening meal. This is literally a masterclass in maximizing limited time. By combining a routine physical task with a cognitive one, she reclaims time that would have otherwise been completely lost. And finally, section 5, the secret to success. We've looked at the schedules, the chores, the habit stacking, but what is the ultimate emotional goal of all this intense daily coordination? Like, why put in the effort to be this fiercely organized day in and day out? Well, here's why. The entire family of 5 shares dinner together every single night. When the husband gets back from soccer practice with the boys, the whole family sits down at the table. This shared meal is the anchor of their entire day. So the crucial point here is that strict organization isn't meant to turn your life into some rigid factory line. Quite the opposite, actually. Strict organization is what protects and nurtures your quality family time. I really want to leave you with the mother's own core philosophy here. She says that planning, collaboration, and the commitment of each family member allow them to maintain an organized, responsible, and united environment. Those are the exact ingredients that make this demanding lifestyle not just sustainable, but deeply connected and genuinely joyful. It takes everyone doing their part, planning ahead, collaborating when things get crazy, and just staying committed to the family unit. So I'll leave you with a calm, maybe slightly provocative challenge to take away from this explainer today. What change are you going to implement in your family routine tomorrow? Maybe it's habit stacking an audiobook while you cook, or maybe it's just empowering your kids to help organize the kitchen. You definitely don't have to change everything overnight. Just pick one single strategy we explored today and give it a try. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep learning, keep growing, and I'll see you next time.